If I were to tell you that everything you've learned so far is not entirely true, when you flip through a school textbook, there are hidden secrets behind those great heroes, those unequivocal events. The history we are told is merely the front of the stage. But what happened behind the curtain? Get ready. Today we will cross that red line. Today we will expose 5 historical facts that were forgotten. Hello everyone, I'm New You Learn. And I'm sure that, like me, you accept history not just as a pile of dates, but as a collection of life stories. But unfortunately, sometimes these stories are rewritten to suit the interests of those in power. Have you ever wondered, why are some events magnified while others are lost in a small subtitle? Well, today we will uncover those 5 historical secrets that were taken out of those small subtitles, but changed the course of humanity. Put on your headphones because this won't be your typical history lesson. Fact 1. The rejected inventor of history, the shadow of Nikola Tesla. We were always told about Thomas Edison and his hundreds of patents. But what about Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest inventors of the century? He proposed alternating current, AC, the basis of radio technology, and even wireless energy transmission. His vision is the foundation of our world today, but for some reason, he always remained in the background in history textbooks. Why? Because his ideas were financially dangerous for the existing industrial giants. Imagine, free energy, wireless power spread across the globe. This shook the foundation of capitalism. Consequently, a genius scientist was labeled a mad professor, and most of his projects simply vanished. What technology do you think we would be using now if Tesla's ideas had been fully implemented? Think about it. Fact 2. The real cause of World War I, not just a single assassination. We read in the textbook, the assassination of Franz Ferdinand in 1914 started the war. But what if this was just an excuse? Let's approach it scientifically. The road to war passed through economic, colonial, and military tensions that had been building for decades. The real cause was the ruthless competition for control over global resources between Germany and Great Britain after the Industrial Revolution. Economists call it the War of Steel and Coal. The assassination was merely a spark that detonated that tension. Even if it hadn't happened, another excuse would have been found, because the groundwork for war had already been laid. Governments used the assassination as a perfect tool to incite nationalist sentiments. Fact 3. Nero, not just the madman who burned Rome. When you talk about the Roman Emperor Nero, you immediately imagine a cruel, wicked figure playing a musical instrument while watching the city burn. We are used to him being presented as a psychopath in history textbooks, but archaeologists and historians tell us a different story. Nero was actually carrying out populist reforms that contradicted the interests of the Roman elite. He reduced taxes for the poor and supported art and the people. What about the fire in Rome? Yes, there was a fire, but there is no direct evidence that Nero started it. On the contrary, he spent his own money to rebuild the city. The problem was this: he had made powerful senators and oligarchs his enemies. And we know that history is always written by the winners. The black propaganda spread by the senators about Nero still lives on in textbooks today. Do you think the struggle for power can destroy a person's reputation so much? Of course it can. Fact 4. NASA and the moon mission, the hidden secret of the digital code. The successful landing of the Apollo mission on the moon is one of humanity's greatest achievements. However, the most important hero behind this success is often forgotten. We are talking about Margaret Hamilton. She was the lead engineer for the Apollo mission's flight software. The program code written by her team saved the spacecraft from a critical disaster during the descent. When the vessel became overloaded, her code automatically stopped non-essential tasks, directing power and computational capacity only to the landing. Without this decision, the mission would have failed. But Hamilton's role remained only in NASA archives for years, and her historical contribution as a female scientific engineer was almost forgotten. This shows us that there are always invisible, yet vital individuals in great historical events. Fact 5. Ancient Egypt and Cleopatra, the influence of Greek culture. We usually know Cleopatra as a pure Egyptian queen, but the fact often not emphasized in history books is this. Cleopatra was actually of Greek origin. She was the last representative of the Ptolemaic dynasty that ruled Egypt. This dynasty descended from one of the generals of Alexander the Great. Despite Cleopatra speaking Egyptian fluently and adopting Egyptian traditions, her reign reflected a period where Egyptian and Greek cultures converge. This fact is not just a detail. It proves to us that the concept of pure culture and pure nation often does not align with historical reality. History is a great mosaic of cultures that are constantly mixing and influencing each other. So friends, today we uncovered 5 facts hidden under the hardcover of history books. As you can see, history must be viewed not from one side, but from many different prisms. And the secret is this: believe historians, but use your own brains. History is never a finished story. It is a huge secret that constantly awaits to be questioned and rediscovered. If this video changed your perspective on history even a little, subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends who don't believe history textbooks. Because the biggest secret is daring to relearn everything you've learned. There is a lie on every page, a truth in every line. You just have to find out which is which.